Hi and Assalamualaikum to our beloved lecturer, Dr. Norhisham binti Shahrudin. Today, our group will be presenting about the importance and the current issues on the financial planning. We required to make a presentation pertaining to two topics in the syllabus, and we decided to choose investment planning and estate planning. Investment planning is a part of a comprehensive financial plan that maps out an investing strategy to help you meet your long and short-term goals. It is also focused on equity, debt, gold, liquid assets such as buying houses or retirement plan. It will be also your plan or your easy get money monthly even when you are not working. The investment plan is more a plan of action that help you along the way, and financial plan is the work frame that define your goals, risks and return.
I am here to talk about the importance of investment planning. There are four importances of investment planning. Firstly, family security. Investment planning is vital from the perspective of family security, because if the breadwinner in the family passes away, the other members of the family will be financially secured because he or she has made an investment during their lifetime. For example, Mrs. Fadila, a single and a working mother, died as a result of COVID-19. Fortunately, she had made an investment in a private unit trust management company worth around 100,000 ringgit, and the money now allows her family to move on with their lives during the difficult times. Secondly, effective income management. With an investment plan, it is entirely possible to efficiently manage a person's income and expenditure. Managing income allows the person to better manage other expenses, which including tax payments. Furthermore, gaining a better understanding of financial literacy is also the importance of investment planning. Investment planning assists us in better understanding of our current financial situation. Financial understanding makes it simple for an individual to evaluate an investment or retirement plan, and without it, our financial decisions and the actions we take will be lack a solid foundation for success. In particular, Amanah Saham Berhad declares a 5 ringgit cent dividend of distribution payout for its flagship unit trust fund for the financial year ending of 31st December 2021. And acquiring that knowledge is already considered as financial literacy. Lastly, investment planning can help improving the family's standard of living. The savings generated by the investment are extremely beneficial in difficult times. For example, during the pandemic of COVID-19, Kumpulan Wang Simpanan Pekerja (KWSP) Malaysia has made several contributions like ISINA and iLestari in 2020 and in 2021 in order to help those who were affected during the pandemic. Over 78 billion ringgit has been contributed by KWSP throughout the pandemic, which clearly shows that a lot of Malaysians suffered during the lockdown, but fortunately, they are able to live their life because the EPF investment that they have invested for several years.
Investing smartly can improve our financial situation for the better in the future. However, to have a thriving investing, we need to make investment planning to avoid any losses. Investment is very important, especially during COVID-19, because it is one of the strategies that can help us to meet our long and short-term goals. However, at least if anything bad happened to us, like our house was robbed, our money was stolen, we already have a backup money and assets such as a house, car, money in savings account and others. This is a sign that we need to start to saving our money early before it is too late. So here is one of the current issues that I found from one article, which is ringgitplus.com, was published by 13 October 2021. The issues are: a study finds that 21% of Malaysians are entirely dependent on salaries and they cannot afford to save their money. This has been further strengthened based on a survey under Malaysian Financial Literacy Survey. Ringgit Plus RMFL 2021 has shown that Malaysians are currently struggling in saving money every month. It is due to the effects of economic uncertainty during the pandemic of COVID-19. According to the statistic, some Malaysians only afford to save less than 500 ringgit per month. Still, the others fail to make any savings because they cannot manage their finances very well and only depend on their salary. Other than that, based on the survey, Malaysians are only concerned about emergency fund, savings in retirement, and purchase of property and land. In fact, they are actually need to concern about all the types of investment, including invest in unit trusts like public mutual unit trusts. It is shown that some Malaysians do not have the good financial skill, and they don't have the future plans to grow their money. Besides, Malaysians also are not willing to sacrifice some purchases to provide financing for their investment. They prefer to spend their money on shopping and traveling by using their salary rather than save their money in the savings account and at the same time do the investment. The effect is to make youth and millennials aged 13 to 35 years old unable to survive more than 3 months if they lost their jobs.
Now, let's move to statistical information of issue in investment planning. According to issues explanation, 21% of Malaysians are entirely dependent on salaries and they cannot afford to save their money. Malaysians also concerned about emergency funds, saving in retirement, and purchase of property and land where it has zero risk. It is shown that some Malaysians do not have the good financial skill and they have no future plan to grow their money, like participating in investment program or even opening a saving account. A research done by Barclays Bank in UK showed that millennials who are 18 years old to 34 years old are more careful on their finance. This situation also happened in Malaysia right now. Actually, they were not the risk taker. Almost all the millennials who are 18 to 24 years old saving in current savings only that have low return income and low risk. 18% from millennials who are 25 to 34 years old investing their money. The chart in the infographic show the level of awareness investor toward return and losses. This chart was taken from the Securities Commission Malaysia report. According to the chart, they have unrealistic expectations toward investment due to lack of knowledge. They thought 12.4% annual return is quite low. Actually, this annual return is more higher compared to ASB, around 5 to 6% only. For the losses, 12.3% are high, but they assume it as low. This shows that Malaysians, especially millennials, are scared to invest due to lack of information and investing knowledge.
So now I will be present about the recommendation of investment planning. Obtaining more income usually requires the use of investment planning. Malaysians should spend their money to save it for the future use. As a result, a rise in cash flow will increase the overall financial situation. Besides, it will allow Malaysians to create investment to improve their overall financial situation. Based on the current issues, our recommendation is, first and foremost, Malaysians need to keep their money in the right place. For instance, they can choose to invest in public mutual unit trusts by placing their money in the right fund, which will probably allow them to increase their net worth over time. In public mutual unit trust, they can begin with a small investment of as little 100 ringgit. Therefore, with this opportunity, there is no more reason or excuses for Malaysians not to save and invest their money in the right place to get a brighter future. Second, we recommend that Malaysians can start to keep their money by creating a saving account. these accounts let people set aside 2% of their liquid asset while earning a monetary return. Saving account gives us benefits like it can provide us with a safe place where we can store our money, provide FDIC insurance, and allow us to earn interest every month. Last but not least, we recommend that Malaysians can start to save their money by investing in residential homes and real properties. Property investment is the real estate property purchase to earn a return of the investment either through rental income, the future resale of the property, or both. So by investing, if youth and millionaires lose their jobs, they can still survive more than 3 months and above and not just rely on the salary because they have saving from a unit trust saving account and the side income from the rent by paid the tenants.
Estate planning is actually individual asset that will be preserved, managed, and distributed after death or in the event that they become incapable to manage it. It also want you to choose who will inherit what among your possession and valuables. Individual assets include houses, car, stock, artwork, life insurance, pension, and also debt. It is involving by writing a will, and as a Muslim, we can also leave a wasiat or leave his or her wealth to others through faraid.
Next up, I'll be talking about the importance of estate planning. Firstly, creating a will able to prevent intestate succession or other heirs. If a person dies without a will, state laws will determine which family members will inherit their assets and properties and in what proportion. Therefore, creating a will be able to prevent laws from doing so. For example, Mrs. Mazna wanted to leave her assets or properties to her adopted daughter and her sister-in-law when she died. But then the assets and property she has now cannot be given through succession. So she decided to make a will to protect her loved ones. Secondly, estate planning can reduce the family conflicts. By writing a will, you can make it clear to your family members on what you want to happen after you die, which can reduce family conflict or misunderstandings because it is written by the person themselves. For example, Arif is now married to his second wife and divorced from his first wife, but they have a son together. To avoid conflict between his son and his second wife after his death, Arif can make a will specifying whether he wants his assets and properties to be divided or he wants all of his assets and properties to go to his second wife. Lastly, estate planning allows you to choose who will make your decisions. In most estate plans, you will find a durable power of attorney and a healthcare proxy form, two important legal documents that ensure your wishes are followed. A durable power of attorney form names a trusted relative or friend to manage your legal and financial affairs in the event that you become incapacitated. In contrast, a healthcare proxy form gives someone the authority to make healthcare decisions on your behalf based on your wishes if you are unable to do so. You should include information about your durable power of attorney or healthcare proxy on accounts like IRAs, 401k plans, and also insurance policies if you have one.
Real estate is an important asset and it is often associated with sentimental and economic values. It is vital to understand estate planning because we can be more responsible as an owner. Other than that, we also need to understand the terms and conditions and essential matters related to the transfer of ownership to avoid dispute. However, according to BHI Online, over 400,000 news reports about estate dispute show that Muslims in Malaysia were experiencing a huge problem. Therefore, according to the current issues that I found in Metro Online published on 12 January 2020, it explained that the beneficiaries could not understand the management process and the claims that need to meet after the death of estate's owner. However, this is one of the main reasons why estate's value amount 70 billion was remain unclaimed. According to Azrin Sabirin, who is the inheritance, will and hibah consultant, said that the most of the beneficiaries do not know the actual process to claim the estate, such as the government agency needing to address the documents that need to be provided and the cost in the claim process. However, sometimes the beneficiaries ignore about claiming estate process because the value of estate left insignificant because it is too low than they expect. Other than that, the estate's problems in these current issues will occur when the beneficiaries could not understand the rights according to the Faraid law. Moreover, most of the beneficiaries is lack knowledge about this distribution formula aside according to the law of Faraid. This knowledge is given the least attention and emphasis among the Muslims in Malaysia. However, the government should consider taking some initiative to solve the problems since this current issue, which is 70 billion, remains unclaimed as it has not been resolved by Faraid.
Metro Online, published on 12 January 2020, has explained that the beneficiaries could not understand the management process and the claim that need to be made after the death of the estate owner. Based on my reading in Amanah Raya Berhad report, there are 27,180 brief estate cases, which is not more than 600,000 ringgit Malaysia, while 22,308 cases with not more than 50,000 ringgit Malaysia throughout the years 2012 until 2016. This means throughout the period there were 49,488 cases in ARB in total. In the report also state decreasing total cases since 2014. There are many people still new or less exposed toward the importance of will. Statistics obtained show that only 100,000 people only write the will in Malaysia in 2014 compared to 10,000 individuals that are eligible to write the will. The most disappointed thing is only 20% the will writer contains from Muslim.
Next, the recommendation of estate planning. Estate planning aims to protect loved ones, including providing them with the protection from the Internal Revenue Service (IRS). Besides, transferring assets to the beneficiaries to minimize their tax burden is essential for estate planning. Saving, life insurance, investment, real estate, vehicles, personal possessions, and debt left behind are needed to distribute to the correct beneficiaries. Therefore, our recommendation for this topic based on the cases that we stated above is: first, the testator, who is the person in charge to make a will, need to aware how importance of having a will that will protect the future of the families. Every individual over the age of 18 should have a will, whether rich or poor, single or married. By writing a will, it is one of the ways to avoid family dispute. Malaysians, especially the Muslim community, need to be aware of the importance of estate and avoid issues while claiming the estate, like join the program or event related to the estate planning. However, sometimes the beneficiaries do not understand the rights according to Faraid law, so we also recommend that the Muslim community in Malaysia in particular need to have a greater awareness about the ensure that property left behind will not burden the beneficiaries in terms of cost and process, and also they know the rights in Faraid law so that the estate planning process will be smooth without problems.
As you can see from the presentations that we have made, in order to invest, a certain amount of money should be allocated for it every month, and it should begin as soon as possible rather than waiting until we are old. In personal financial planning, it is critical to have an investment plan because we can earn more money through investment, and the biggest risk is losing the ability to earn such returns. That is why we believe that investment planning should not be taken lightly. Aside from that, an estate or legacy is money or property left by the deceased, and estate planning is the process of distributing an estate after death. Estate planning can assist in ensuring that our loved ones are financially protected in the event that we passed away in the future. Knowing that your loved ones will be able to receive your assets, properties, and continue living their lives after their grievances will put us at ease. All of our assets will be frozen if we die. That is according to the law. When a person dies without a will, the beneficiaries of the estate may face a delay in accessing the estate's frozen asset. A Muslim can leave a will or leave his or her wealth to others through faraid. Based on the assignments that our team has completed, we can conclude that investment planning and estate planning are critical in ensuring that we are financially prepared for ourselves and our family futures, as both of these plans are focusing more on the worst case scenario of our future. It is obvious to all of us that this plan should be made or completed at a young age because we don't know what the future holds for us. So, are you financially ready for your future? That's all for me. Thank you for watching.